Do you remember this game-sealing touchdown that happened in OT during the Week 5 matchup between the Buccaneers and the Falcons? Yes, that's the young man Khadarel Hodge. What if I told you that this kid came from an HBCU? Not one, but two. And his journey up until this point been a roller coaster. But now he has an opportunity to prove all doubters wrong. After making a huge play in prime time, he now has a chance to seize his opportunity and live out his lifelong dreams. And with that being said, I'd like to welcome you guys back to the J.O.C. And today we'll be covering the story of Khadarel Hodge. Khadarel Hodge's story begins in Delo, Mississippi, a small town where he was raised by a single mother, Michelle, alongside his three siblings. Growing up, he found guidance not only from his family, but also from his grandfather, who was a preacher who instilled values of hard work and resilience. Now, it was at Mendenhall High School where Khadarel began to turn heads, as he took over the starting quarterback role in just his sophomore season. During his time at Mendenhall, he threw for 3,000 passing yards and ran for over 2,000 more. Finishing with a total of 68 touchdowns, he earned second-team All-State honors his senior season. But this was just the beginning of his journey. So after high school, Khadarel began his career as a quarterback at Alcorn State, but he didn't see the playing field at all as he was redshirted. Noticing the challenges that lie ahead of him, he soon decided that his future might be at another position. With a determination to succeed, he made a bold move by transferring to Hines Community College. However, that semester at Hines felt like a nightmare. Hodge felt like things were getting worse for a brief moment. He wondered if he made the wrong decision for his football career, because there weren't any schools recruiting Hodge outside of the lower level Division II and Division III schools. But then, the unimaginable happened. Willie Simmons, who was Alcorn State's offensive coordinator when Hodge was there, got the head coaching job at Prairie View A&M. Coach Simmons said he just called to see how he was doing and if he signed with anyone, and Hodge stated that he didn't. And Coach Simmons told him he got the job at Prairie View, and Hodge stated, "Well, bring me with you." And Coach Simmons said that was music to his ears. After signing with Prairie View, Hodge worked his way up as a starting wide receiver by mid-season. Hodge's receivers coach while he was at Prairie View was Reggie Moore, who played a big role in Hodge's development. After only playing receiver for 1 year, Moore said, "There were some challenging days, but as they kept working, Hodge kept getting better." At Prairie View, Hodge dominated the field from the start, catching 104 passes for 1,797 yards and 21 touchdowns over 3 seasons. And as a senior, he was unstoppable, finishing with 48 receptions for 844 yards and 12 touchdowns. That stat line was enough to earn him first team All-SWAC and Black College All-America honors. But despite his success at Prairie View A&M, Khadarel went undrafted in 2018, but giving up was never an option. He got his break with the Los Angeles Rams as a free agent. Hodge's relentless work ethic helped him secure a spot on the Rams practice squad before being promoted to the active roster. He even made an appearance in Super Bowl 53, proving that he could perform on the biggest stage. After his brief stint with the Los Angeles Rams, Hodge found a new opportunity with the Cleveland Browns in 2019, where he made a name for himself as a special teams ace and a reliable receiver. Despite setbacks like injuries and time on the reserve/COVID-19 list, he remained a fighter, finishing the 2020 season with 11 receptions for 180 yards in just 9 games. But Cleveland ended up being another temporary location for Khadarel. After Cleveland, he ended up playing for the Detroit Lions, where he didn't see the field as much as he did in his previous role, which led to his signing in 2022 with the Atlanta Falcons. So far, he has re-signed twice with the Falcons during his time in Atlanta. And during his time in Atlanta, we seen him come into his own as a playmaker, which brings us back to the current day. The highlight of his career so far came in Week 5 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where Hodge caught the game-winning touchdown in a thrilling 36-30 overtime victory. It was a reminder to everyone watching that his journey was far from over. And with this newly found success, this gives Khadarel another foundation to build upon. It seems like Khadarel finally found his place in the NFL. And Atlanta likes what they have in this young fella. Coming from an HBCU, like I said earlier, not one, two, having to leave Alcorn State and going to Hines Community College and then transferring back to Prairie View shows you the resilience and the determination that this kid has. And he is more than deserving of that great moment. And the Falcons are off to a pretty good start this season. Currently, they're sitting at the top of the NFC South, and in my opinion, they're having one of the most surprising seasons so far. After the signing of Kirk Cousins, people didn't have much hope for the Falcons, but now finding out that he has talented guys surrounding him like Khadarel Hodge, oh man, the sky's the limit for the Falcons. And that wraps up our video here about Khadarel Hodge, a short story which I hope we can build on in the future. And you guys make sure to catch a Falcons game, because I believe this young man's role will grow, especially after that clutch play he made in OT. And I appreciate you guys for watching the J.O.C. Don't forget to hit that like button, that notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. And we're out of here. 1.